After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Panhook and Needles podcast, episode 331. It is Saturday, November 10th, 2018, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
And we want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun and the Woman Cave. If you are new, we're glad to have you with us, and we hope you find something you'll enjoy and that you'll stay with us. I think we have a lot of new members from Plum Deluxe, which is nice.
Yes.
We welcome all of you, in case you haven't joined officially. And if you are returning, we're glad to have you back with us. If you are in the shadows, either new or returning, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd like to know you're with us, and it'll boost us up in the searches for people who are looking for knitting podcasts or crocheting podcasts. If you are not yet a member of the Ravelry group, we'd love to have you there as well, because that's where all the giveaways and all the fun and the camaraderie and the alongs and all that happens there. Okay. What do I go first? Do you go first? I don't know. I don't remember. When you have more projects, who goes first?
The person who has more projects goes first.
Okay. I have
The cheese not really on it.
Well, it doesn't fit on it. Oh. In my Avengers mug, my classic Avengers mug that I got from Universal Studios a few years back when I went with my husband, is my Plum Deluxe Stargazer Caramel Mott Chai. Kick back and let this tea open your mind. This is all organic. I think it's Mott. It's spelled mate, but
I think it is Mott or mate.
Mate tea, cardamom, ginger, orange peel, cloves, cinnamon, aniseed, natural spice, and caramel essences. Love, gratitude, and it has caffeine, which I need today. I've been drinking a lot of Plum Deluxe. I haven't had my chai tea in about a week because I've had so much stuff in my throat and in my nose and that kind of stuff. So
she's recovering from a cold.
I am recovering from a rather nasty bout with a cold. But I went to the Plum Deluxe site because they were asking about what's a good tea for colds, and they said things with cinnamon and ginger and stuff like that. So I've been drinking a lot of this kind of stuff. Let's see. I love this tea. Absolutely love it. I've been drinking this one. Well, actually, the one I've been drinking a lot of is the, I can't think of the name right now, but it has a lot of cinnamon and stuff in it as well. I'm getting to it. Stop your gushing. But this is excellent. Andy always does himself.
Gush was something that we did when we were little.
She did when you were not doing it, just you. She'd say, gush, and we'd give her something to say, K-foo.
And the answer is rockets.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cinnamony.
Mm-hmm. You did that last time, too.
What?
Took two.
I didn't actually take two.
Not this time.
I stopped myself.
The other one that I have that's got a lot of this, and I'm almost out of it. I have to get more of it. Has cocoa nibs in it too, so it's really nice because it has cocoa and cinnamon.
That's nice. So, my tea is in my Justice League and Robin mug, and I think I got mine in Borders back when there was a Borders.
I miss Borders.
And this is a new tea. It's Plum Deluxe Easy Like Sunday Morning Herbal Tea. I need to make sure I have it tomorrow too.
Yes. Tomorrow I'm going to try to have my special chai tea though.
Everything feels easier after a calm cup of this blend. And it's honeybush tea, cocoa nibs, lavender, chocolate essence, no caffeine.
Chocolate essence and cocoa nibs?
Yes.
Oh, Andy. I have to get some of that after I taste it.
You're going to love it, I'm sure, because this is just right up your alley. You love dessert teas.
I do love them. I need to get that other one that you sent me too, so.
Oh, that's good.
You sound so surprised.
Well, no, I wasn't sure how I'd like the chocolate and lavender together.
Right.
And you can taste both. Although, actually, the lavender is a little bit more powerful than the chocolate.
We can smell the chocolate. That's really good. You can taste the lavender. I didn't know what lavender tasted like, but I know that's not chocolate. I taste the chocolate too, but that's really good. I have to get some of that.
Because I wasn't sure about that combination.
That's a chocolate kick to it.
But without being the over sweetness like a hot cocoa or something.
Right. I can't drink cocoa anymore, hot cocoa, unless it's got a shot of vanilla in it.
I feel like hot cocoa actually feels dehydrating.
Yeah, I don't know, but I can't drink it unless I put I get a vanilla hot chocolate, or if I put whipped cream in it or something. It's just too sweet otherwise.
But I like, now I could taste the chocolate a little bit more this time around. The first time I couldn't taste the chocolate quite as much.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything that you need to say?
I don't think so.
Okay, before we get started, I wanted to say that, I don't know if you've noticed yet or not, but I did put a thread up for that, what looks to be about worsted weight, full wool yarn that Laura Concert had given me to dye, and it just didn't work out for me, and I talked to her about it, and she said I could give it away as a prize. These are very nice yarns. I would say they were rustic, very good for dyeing and for felting and whatever it is you want to make with it. I wouldn't necessarily wear it close to the skin, but it would be good for other things. Your bags maybe, and your slippers and things that you want to felt, and like I said, hand dyeing and things like that. So I put up a thread for that just before we started podcasting, and the two pictures of the bundles, there's two bundles, and what I want you to do, and I put this in the thread, what I want you to do is, if you want this yarn, put down that you want it, and in what order you would prefer to get it. The bundles, there's a pink bundle and there's a gray bundle. So say I would like this bundle first and this bundle second. When I pull the numbers, the first number I pull will get their first choice, and the second person I pull will get the remaining bundle. Okay? I just figured I didn't want to put up two threads. I was just too tired and didn't want to. So that's the way we're going to do that. So I hope you guys go ahead and go for that. It's going to be open till December 1st. It was a very generous gift. I hated to part with it, but it's just sitting on my shelf. And I know that there are people out there who felt things and who dye yarn.
And who prefer non-superwash.
Yeah, I prefer superwash yarn. So
it's just personal preference.
It's just personal preference. So
I know that Kay prefers non-superwash.
Right. And I cannot thank Laura enough for her very generous gift. This was like when I started dyeing yarn, she gave it to me. So about a year and a half ago. And it was just sitting there. And I do this with her permission. So thank you very much, Laura. I appreciate it. And thank you for making this gift possible. Okay. Let me just write Laura down, because not that she isn't always. Okay. Let's go into our other groups. All right. We have, as I said, I'm just going to kind of run through these other alongs. I'm not going to go through their rules or anything. You can find their rules in their groups. And if we do mention the groups, chances are 99.9% that we really like the podcast and we think you'd enjoy the groups or what they are doing. Okay? Some of them are podcasts and some of them are not. Now, the Ready Set Christmas 2018 along and the 18 Toys in 2018 Cal is not, it's in the Studio Von Designs Bee's Knees group, and she's not a podcast, and she's a lot of fun though. Okay, so the Christmas along is her first time doing it, and I think it's also the first time she's done the 2018, the 18 Toys in 2018.
Yes,
well, the only time, because it's 2018. So check those out. She's a lot of fun. She's one of our moderators. Okay. The Harry Potter Cal is a Victorian Studio podcast. That's Maureen, and this is her second one in a row, and she does have a podcast, very informative, and this is just Harry Potter related things, and it's all year long. The Family Movie Night Cal, the Year of Socks Cal, And I always forget what she calls the third one, which is something with socks. No, not socks, with stripes.
I'm not sure.
Stripey something. That is all in the Crocheting Hoovian podcast group. That's Laura Concert. And she also has a podcast, lots of fun. And all the rules for this are in her group, so you want to check that out. The Shorty Socks Cal is Undead Yarn. That's Heidi. That's Nitty Girl. And I'm not sure. I keep saying I'm going to check this, but I've been so busy I haven't been able to do that. She pulled for prizes on her last podcast, so I don't know if she's pulling for prizes as you go, like a month.
But sometimes she does.
Sometimes she does. So she has a podcast. Check out her group to see if it's still going on. That's a lot of fun because then you can double dip in hers and in Laura's because they're both accepting any kind of socks. Laura's even accepting stockings. Christmas stockings.
Oh, okay.
Christmas stockings, you only have to do one, I believe she said, but if you do socks, it has to be two.
I keep meaning to knit Christmas stockings.
Yeah, I crocheted one.
Because a lot of times they're color work, so they're really
nice.
Really nice.
Okay, the 18 hats in 2018 Cal is, along with the 18 socks and the dishcloths for the mission, that's all in Brittany's group, and she is Comforting Crafts, and she's not a podcast. They're very charity-oriented. Brittany's a wonderful person. There's a lot of fun going on there, so you might want to check that out. And if you don't know where to send the stuff that you're making for the, for the, I think she said, let's say hats?
Yeah,
for the hats or whatever.
2018.
We take them, of course, but so does Brittany. So you can make hats to your heart's content and not worry about what you're going to do with them, okay? So just check out those groups. And then the other one is the 2018 Tracking Stash, and that's Deb's Destiny, who is Debbie, and Blue Yarn Always, who is Sheila, and they're the Never Cast Off podcast. I think they're still podcasting, but I'm not positive. Their group is still pretty active, I think. So just check that out. They're a lot of fun when they do podcasts, either singly or apart. So just check that out. And then I don't know if the Bakery Bears has something going on too. I think they're doing Chris Dingle something or other.
I'm a little bit behind,
but I'm
I
not
need to
sure.
catch up.
I'm not sure if that is for patrons only or if that's for everybody.
I'm not sure because I am fairly well behind.
I think it's for everybody, but I'm not sure.
I usually try to catch up on the weekend.
Bakery Bears is one of our favorite podcasts. So even if you don't feel like doing, because you're not a Patreon, or you don't feel like doing the Cal because you don't do Cal-Cals or whatever, they're good to look up. They're fantastic.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
They do require a substantial amount of time, or you need to watch them in pieces because they do a lot.
They do. I usually watch them in pieces.
I do too. I think I usually watch them about 20-minute segments.
The only reason why I didn't watch them last weekend is because I was doing Poirot audiobooks.
Right. So they're really good. I think I'm up to speed with them, or I might be at the very end of the one before their current one. They're really a lot of fun. So
I don't mind getting a bit of a backlog because then I can binge watch over a weekend.
Well, a lot of my favorite podcasters have become very inconsistent, or they have stopped podcasting. And with the Bakery Bears, I don't mind rewatching because they have certain segments that you can go back, and they have all kinds of stuff. They're very, they're definitely knitting and podcasting, but they're also pretty eclectic. So I really enjoy them.
I remember one podcast they were asking what we considered them, if they were a knitting podcast, if there was something else. And I think they're a little bit more than that.
They're a little bit more, yeah. I'm
not sure what you would classify.
I'm not sure how you would classify them. They don't really need to be classified. I think that they come up on knitting and crocheting. That's basic. That's their focus, their main focus. But they do a lot of history. They do cooking. They do.
Is it a lifestyle podcast?
Yeah, I don't know. They do trivia. They're just fun. If you haven't seen the Bakery Bears, you need to go do that. They're a lot of fun.
We are not being paid by the Bakery Bears to support their podcast.
Just give it to us under the table, Dan. Okay? I'll take one of Kay's bags. That'll be suitable.
Ooh, some yarn.
But it has to be DK weight.
She does sometimes do DK
Yes.
weight. She had that bunny one I really liked.
She's fantastic. She has a very good color sense. Anyway, we love Kay and Dan. Hey, I said Kay and Dan and not
Day and
Can. Okay. All right. Moving on to our own. I need a drink. Nothing stronger than Dan's tea. Andy's tea. Okay.
Oh, I can really taste the chocolate in this. Sometimes I taste lavender more. Sometimes I taste the chocolate more. Each sip is a new surprise is
New
awesome.
surprise. Okay, in our current Cal-Cals and Laos, we have the PHN Tea and Tails year-long Cal-Cal, and that started January 1st of last year. So we are in the home stretch for this. Okay, this is I'm I'm really excited with all the activity there. I try to keep up. What happens is I'll go and I'll get caught up with the episode thread, and then I'll try to do something in one of the alongs, and then I'll do that, and then I find I'm like 500 posts behind in the other one. So I'm very grateful to our moderators who are super on the ball, Valeria and Bonnie. In fact, Valeria put up the show notes for us last time.
Yes, she did.
So thank you,
awesome.
Valeria.
Thank you,
Because
Valeria.
she is made of awesome stuff.
And I know that she keeps busy with her gardening and stuff.
And she helps a couple of people
Right.
around her. She's a very good person.
Yes, she is.
And we're probably embarrassing her, so she'll probably stop now. We love you, Valeria. Hugs and hugs. So the projects must be loom knit, knit or crocheted. Previous whips have been allowed and will be allowed, but they must reflect the theme of tea and or tails. That doesn't have to be both, although when we see that, that's always fun.
It is.
Chat on pictures
Sorry,
are on the
guys.
same thread. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure you were done.
Oh, okay.
The Tea and Tales, as you well know by now, it has to be a novel or a novelization or a chapter book or graphic novel or something like that. We're not talking about, poems or things like that. Just something that is an actual novel type thing, tales. We are accepting things like fables and stuff, though, because those are actual tales with beginning,
Yes.
middles, and ends. Short stories are accepted. Prizes, okay. Let's see.
What about ballads?
Does it have a beginning, middle, and an end?
Usually they do.
Then it is. It's a tale. It's a tale, right? That's why I said that, what do they call it? Epic poems or story poems or whatever.
Like Beowulf.
Like Beowulf are, or I think that don't they consider Chaucer's,
That's actually a story. That's not a poem.
is it yeah, okay. Well, what is it? The one by Chesterton.
Something about the white horse.
The White Horse, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of that.
Yeah. Okay, so, one project per week, the FL whenever it's done.
I think I read that actually for a college
I
literature
haven't read that
class.
yet. I haven't read
I
that
read
yet.
it for, honestly, for a college literature class.
I think I have it. I thought you read it for Seton.
It was either for Seton or it was that literature class that I took during the summer.
Oh, right.
So I had a lighter senior year.
Okay, now, Franciscan Gypsies Designs, FOs, Joanna Johnson's FOs, Mom Cook, who's Mom Cook, I'm sorry, Renee, Mom
She
Cook,
kicks moms?
who's loom knit patterns, FOs, and Crocheting Huyen FOs that are related to Tea and Tails, Tea and or Tails, are eligible for 2 chances at a prize. And if you use my yarn for an FO, it's 2 chances for a prize. And if you have my yarn with the featured patterns for Tea and Tails, that's 3 chances at a prize. But you are, as always, responsible for your own multiple postings in that case. Okay, we don't want you to miss anything out. Let's see here. The prizes for this time around: a Plum Deluxe Tea purple package for one person and a loom knit pattern that was donated by Mom Cook. So that's awesome. Okay, thank you very much for the generosity there, Renee. Let me see here.
And as much as we've been touting Plum Deluxe, you're gonna whoever wins the Plum Deluxe
Oh, they're so
prize,
lucky.
They're so lucky.
Unfortunately, the Plum Deluxe does not go overseas.
Right.
So,
Simply because you want to have the whole experience of the purple package and everything.
right. And there's things with tea overseas and
Yeah.
so.
So.
Okay. All right.
And kind of be cruel to be like, here's some Plum Deluxe tea. You'll never be able to get it again.
Yeah. You don't want that. So. Okay. The end of year prize is that humongous prize package that we showed you, I think, last week. So I'm not going to go through that again. But move on into the PHN Toy Along. Now I'm not going to go through the rules again because I already went through the rules for the
Tea and Tails.
Tea and Tails, okay? With the exception of the fact that this is not related to Tea and Tails, is toys, okay? Knitted, crocheted, loom knit toys. And as always, in my yarn, Talia's patterns, Vonnie's. Oh, I forgot to mention Vonnie's patterns for the Tea and Tails. If you can relate it to Tea and Tails, that's also
So her
accepted.
Eric the Appleby.
Her Eric the Appleby is for the toys, but she has those coasters too for the Tea and Tails.
Yes.
But Eric the Eric Littleby,
Appleby.
and Laura Concert's
To be or to not to be.
you're making me get off my train of thought. Her Hufflepuff and Taya's toys are all featured patterns for the toy along, and my yarn, of course, is a featured yarn, so it's the same things with the the multiple postings as it would be for the Tea and Tails. And this started October 1st and goes through December 31st. I'm really loving all the toys. Somebody had asked me about finger puppets, and normally we don't have a size limit, but finger puppets are pretty small. So if you do a finger puppet, we will accept them, but please do 2 of them, okay? Because they're really small. And 2 of them, I'm sure they work up pretty fast, so I don't think 2 is reasonable. And I do thank the person who asked, because, she was very sweet about it. So that was very nice. Thank you for asking. I don't remember who it was, but thank you. Okay, now let's see here. Where are we going from here? Okay. And I was right. We did have a skein of yarn that was donated by Mama C. I found it. So it's a beautiful kind of, I think it's a blue-green skein of yarn. It's beautiful. So thank you for that. For all the people who donate, we had several donators. We had, let's see, Christina and Allison. And we donated some stuff as well.
Is it donator or donor?
We talked about this before, and I looked it up, and then both of them were okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, all right, how many projects do you have?
3.
All right, let me just get simple. My head started to clear up a little bit. Thank you, everybody who asked, who said they wanted me to get well soon. I appreciate that. It is going away, just taking its time. Okay. In my Kikiboo Owls bag is my loom knitting hat. It's my sherbet hat, and it was a little further before, and then I was watching TV or something, and I noticed that it wasn't quite right, so I pulled it out.
Star Trek messed you up.
I don't know, might have been. So I started it over again. That's okay. It's no big deal. Apparently, I was too fuzzy brained to, and I might take this out again because for some reason this is really loose. I'm gonna have to ask my husband if he can pull this tack out a little bit, or if I get a screwdriver or something, not a screwdriver, pliers, and pull this out just a little bit so I can actually wrap the yarn, because what's happening is it's making this first stitch really loose. So, but that's fine. I'll get that. I'll work on that later. And I'm using Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn in the sherbet colorway.
It looks like sherbet.
Sherbet stripes. So that's that. I think Ty said she had 3, so I have to do 1 more.
Yeah, because Mom has double what I have.
All right, let's see here. Let me first get this closed.
No, sorry.
Doesn't want to. I don't care.
Right now.
There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. My next one is in my Knitting's My Bag Autism Awareness sweater size bag. And this is my Sea Spray shawl from the Tidal Wave shawl pattern by Tamara Kelly. And I did a few rows on this, so I'm getting back to where I was before I ripped out. Not overly quickly, but that's okay. I'm making progress. There's no... I just love this color. I like working this. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just don't want to stop working it.
Maybe that's what it is.
So, I can't wait to have it, though. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful color. And this is crocheted, so the stitches are pretty good size, even for a fingering weight yarn, or sock weight yarn. So... And she didn't have a color on this, I don't think.
No, because it was supposed to be an Outlander colorway.
Yeah, and it was a one-off.
She made a mistake.
It didn't. So I wish my mistakes looked like that, but so I'm enjoying that. It's a lot of fun. Okay.
Okay, so let me just quickly do my stitch here because meh, it's being obnoxious.
That's not one stitch.
I know, I just had to, there we go, get it started. Okay, so, well, this one right here. In my R2D2 bag, okay, so it's BB-8 but it's my R2D2 bag, by unknown person because she doesn't have a tag on here. I remember meeting the lady, but I don't remember her name.
She was really sweet, too.
She was really sweet. Wait, is there a tag in here? Oh, there's a tag in here. Goody. Stark Knits. Oh, no, Star Knits.
Star Knits, yeah.
Not Stark.
Star
Knits.
It could be Stark Knits, because it just means Stark Knits with nitpicks.
True.
And I don't mean the...
no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, nitpicky.
Well, you know.
Star Knits.
Which makes good bag. This is the Cold Harbor Twist hat. I remember the name. I'm so proud of myself.
Yay.
And this is Dragonfly Fibers. The colorway is Rodeo.
It's almost not very much different from your Tabasco, though. Or red,
no, Tabasco is more, it's almost like
a
a reddish orange.
Yeah. Well, that's in the bottle anyway, yeah.
Well, no, it's the same thing for the colorway. Yeah. The Tabasco one was like dead on for the colorway.
I love Dragonfly Fibers.
And the weight, this is her,
like DK.
Yeah, it is her DK. I'm trying to remember the name. Traveler, yes.
Mm-hmm. I always get mixed up. I complain on them every time I come. And last time we went to Shenandoah, they had some of them. Traveler, DK.
Yes.
I was like, yay! Now I know what they are.
So, I actually... Okay, so apparently, I should not work on anything complex, or even minorly complex, ever again, because I was in brain fog or something, and I measured it and forgot to actually read the directions, which said, like, from the point that the ribbing was, after the ribbing, it's supposed to be a certain length, and I registered that as being the entire hat was supposed to be a certain length, and then you decrease. That was wrong. Didn't realize that until like a day or so ago, and I had already done several rows of decreases at that point. So I had to pull out all my rows of decreases.
Ugh.
And if it had been a stockinette hat, it would have been easier because I could have just, you know, picked up several rows down and then ripped. But because it was moss stitch, I mean, seed stitch. I didn't want to risk messing it up, so I had to go each stitch, each row. But I fixed it, and I'm back to the non-decrease areas and building up again. So backwards progress and slightly forwards progress after that.
5 steps forward, 1 step... No, 5 steps backward, 1 step forward.
Half a step forward.
Well, at least you and I had... I think mine was easier to pull back.
Mm-hmm.
But the last couple of weeks have been interesting. Apparently we haven't had enough sleep. So
that's this hat. I'm enjoying working on it. It's a fun hat. It's just apparently I need to pay more attention than I did.
Yeah. Now in my Valeria bag that she gave me a few years back for my birthday, thank you Valeria, is my On Cloud 9 from the Lala Simple Shawl pattern. This is what I really wanted to work on. I don't know if it's the weather or what. Or the fact that I feel like I'm getting a lot done with it.
It's very happy.
It is. I love this. I will probably make another one. Because I really like this. I love the way it works out. Works out. I want it for Christmas. Isn't that gorgeous?
With a red outfit, that would be
absolutely
so
gorgeous. Pretty. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a tan outfit that would be great for it too.
Oh, that too. But I mean, like, it'll be very striking on red outfit.
I think it's so
for Christmas.
I love it. So this is by Laura Linneman, and yes, I've had this on here forever, but I have project ADD and stuff, so just love this. The yarn is just I got the yarn from Heidi, most of it from Heidi when she was selling the bulky weight in the natural, and I think I picked up some from wherever her supplier was. So.
Well, I used the same yarn, but you dyed it for me for mine.
Yep.
Because initially I wanted to do it bare, but
excuse me.
I had you dye for me. Mine is very pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty. I like that one a lot.
Forever Blue Jeans.
Forever Blue Jeans. I like that colorway.
So you have another one.
I'm just trying to see what bag I need. I thought I had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Alright, in my bag, Cloverbird's Owl bag, is my Autumn and Avonlea project. I didn't do much on this because I tried to do it while the lighting in my living room is not the best at any time because my husband likes the really low bulbs. And it's been really gray and overcast, so it's been really hard to see. So I gave up after a couple of rows of this because I couldn't see what I was doing.
That's dark yarn.
Yeah. I think this is Skano. But I did a little bit of it. Oh, you can really see. So that's the first one. Now, this is kind of a sampler kind of thing. And this is by Tanya Marie, Sampler Girl. So I really like this. This is going to be nice to wear. It's got silk in it, I think. And I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to give it to my mom. I guess it depends on when I finish it. But again, there's no real time. There's no time constraint on this. I'm basically doing things because I want to do them, and they'll get done when they get done. If they fit in along, that's wonderful. But I'm not rushing to do anything. There we go.
Okay, so next for me is actually what I worked the most on. It's in my Kissing Bunnies bag. It's my miter square Afghan.
I was wondering where that was.
And I also just to keep my skein, and I traded with Mom to get, I think I mentioned that.
Oh yeah, I need to get mine. What I traded.
My Silver Shred USA orange Snoopy fall bag, Peanuts fall bag.
We each won a bag from Laura, and realized that I always wanted this fabric, and I didn't have any. This is Ann Brody, and that is too. And
I have the bag in this fabric.
She had a bag in this, and she really wanted the colors on that, so
yeah.
we traded. So now I have an Avengers bag.
And this was just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, and well, no, it was holding what I've got in here.
It was doing nothing.
See, I've got my looms in here.
It was doing nothing. Besides, I love orange more than
that doesn't mean it wasn't doing anything.
It wasn't doing anything.
I love it.
So, get back in there. Get back where you came from.
Guess
so helpful.
Theoretically, or I guess that might be considered a stash enhancement, kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. Okay, so this actually got a lot of love. I took this to the Chronic Disease Symposium with me, like I normally do when I go to work-related conferences, because they keep the community college where they do these conferences very cold, and usually I freeze. And then usually most people are semi-jealous that I have a blanket on my lap. I had this one started last time, and I finished it. I thought this is one that I made Davina's hat out of, but it wasn't actually, because Davina's hat with your yarn had brown in it. I found the one that you did in here. So this is just one that looks a lot like it. Yours is, where is it? It's in here. I saw it. There it is.
Right.
This one's not yours. You didn't dye this one.
No, I dyed one like it.
This is Hope.
That's Wild Hair.
This is Wild Hair.
Mine is Good and Plenty, and it has black, not brown.
Yeah. So I don't know what this yarn here is, but it's not the one Davina thought it was when she picked it. And then this is Miss Babs Yowza in the Squash Blossom colorway, because it has to make it in every blanket that I knit. Because I use a lot of this. It's one of my favorite colors to knit with. Don't remember what this is.
That's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
That is really pretty. That looks like it might be Dragonfly.
That or Mad Tosh.
Or Mad Tosh, yeah.
This one's here.
That's a nice match between it.
And then I actually ran out of yarn a little bit here and stole some from a different skein, but you can't tell. And then this one.
That's pretty.
So that's a lot of square knitting to get done in a week. I almost finished a complete row because I've got this. I would have had 2 more squares to finish this side, and then I had 1 square I didn't work on over here. So I worked my way almost across an entire row.
That's good.
Not bad with the squares this size. And I mean, I'm still nowhere near where I need to be. It's not even halfway there.
Yeah. Halfway there. It's a nice weight. Sometimes you don't want a real heavy blanket, but you don't like the light. I don't like necessarily the ones that are done in the fingering or sport.
Yeah.
Because they're too light.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe nice in the summer or something. But
this has sport, though. I just,
But most of it is DK or worsted. Some even bulky. Do you have bulky in here?
I do.
This is an Aran. This is not a worsted.
I have everything from... I don't keep as much bulky in here.
Well, this is the Madame Tosh. I mean, Miss Babs says like a DK, but this is a lot heavy. You can feel it.
Basically, I use anything from, what's smaller, sport DK?
What?
What's smaller, sport? Everything from sport to heavy worsted.
Right. I think you had a bulky of mine in here.
I think I had to take it out because it ended up being too much bigger.
Too much bigger, yeah.
But, well, this might be bulky.
That's pretty.
Yeah. But yeah, I went down a needle size from one of my other blankets, so it's a little bit of a thicker fabric. So it's a nice weight.
Okay. All right. In my Silver Shed USA and Brody bag, this is the Fun in the Woman Cave Lady Frinico bag, is my Miss Peppermint Kitty Cat from the Brat the Kitten pattern by Talia. And I made a little progress on this. Again, I had to do some reverse.
She's not this.
She's not this. No, she's not. There's the muzzle, which I have
she
not
needs
attached.
a muzzle.
Here's her little head with her big green eyes. And this is, I was only about here last time I talked to you, so I did make some progress, even though I had to rip out a little bit because I wasn't paying attention. Apparently last week was a bad week for paying attention. So this is the yarn. It was a mystery yarn that I bought from Old Time Yarns. She was doing this cat's got 9 lives, DK. She was doing some kind of a fundraiser, I think it was, and I wanted to help her out. So I got a DK for myself and a fingering for you.
Yes.
And so, like I said, you've watched this for a while. When I saw this one, I saw Talia's. I love Talia's, the colors, but this is the one I wanted.
And I wanted the one that's actually ended up being mine.
So it was really, she did a good job picking them. And I don't usually go for speckles, but this works up really well. I saw it.
I'm definitely not a speckle person normally.
But this is perfect for a kitty cat.
It was perfect for the kitty cat.
You know, I don't think I like it for like shawls or anything like that for speckles too much, except if you had like a band or an accent or something on it. I'm not quite a speckle person.
I'm not a speckly person.
I know some people do like it a lot.
And some people juggle geese.
Okay then.
Do you know where that quote comes
from?
from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have another one to show? Oh, I do.
That is a Firefly quote.
Mm-hmm.
Wash.
Well, of course it's wash. Wash never makes any sense.
Well, it made sense in
Wash, I like wash though.
Context. That was
I
the
like
word.
wash. I really like the one that they let him shine a little bit.
Oh, the one where they kidnapped Mal? Or they took both of them and then and Zoe had to choose which one?
Yeah.
And then, not even thinking, him.
Yeah, yep. Her husband.
Her husband, yeah.
Yep.
There were so many good characters in that. Unfortunately, it's got some dirty stuff in it. But,
yeah, it's unfortunate. But
the characters are very good.
I loved the guy who played, he played in Chuck as...
oh, you're talking about...
The one who was kind of a mercenary. He said, you do that
Jane.
again, I'll put you in an airlock and I'll let the air out. He was a good character.
Well, a lot of those characters were good. They were all complex.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ron Glass was good.
Oh, you mean the one who...
Preacher.
The,
Booker.
Shepherd Book.
Shepherd Book, yeah.
Shepherd Book.
It's been a while since I've watched it, but...
Good characters. Such good characters.
Yeah. Okay. on that digression, I will move forward to a different show. This is it's Elementary, My Dear Watson project.
Two very different shows.
I need to get some needle minders or whatever you call the metal things. I bought some. I don't know what I did with them. This is a the Elementary Wrap pattern by Pearl Soho, and I'm using US 8s on Chow Gu regular circulars. And Miss Babs also won a skein in the slate colorway. I've used this for like
it's kind of like my
yeah, like your Squash Blossom.
Squash
I use this
Blossom,
for
yeah.
almost everything. I mean,
I pretty much, if I run out of Squash Blossom in my stash, I pick up more.
yeah.
Just because, even if I don't need it for anything, just because I use it frequently enough that it's a good purchase.
Right. I'm still getting through all the slate that I had, but I would probably get at least. I'd like to have at least one skein of this always in my.
There's some colors that it just makes sense for you to have it, and for some reason, Squash Blossom is that color for me.
Yeah, I think this is one that I always seem to pick up, and there's a blue-green, I think. I forget what it is. That's, you know, she has certain colors that I know, oh, I've had it before. Like Zing, I have three. Well, I gave you one, and then I had to go back and get another one. Certain colors that she does. Miss Babs, you know, when we go to the fiber festivals, there's a couple people I look for, and Miss Babs is one of them.
I think I'm still okay on my stash of Squash Blossom, although after I finish the shawl that I have Squash Blossom, and I think I'm going to need to pick up another skein.
Well, I love Miss Babs yarn. Just like I love Dragonfly and Marigold Jen and things like that. You know, there are people I go and look for them. I wish that KR Dye, I'm not sure where her shop is anymore. KR Dye, Kim Dyes, I can't find her.
I think she's KR now.
I don't know, but I love her bulky colors for the baby sweaters and stuff because she has the right yardage. I just need one skein. Right. I picked mine up this time at Marigold Jen. I usually pick
only because Kim didn't have it.
Because Kim didn't have it,
Yeah.
but I don't want to give the impression that I don't like Jenny's yarn.
No. You like
I buy other things from Jenny. I buy worsted. I buy DK and stuff like that. I normally go for the DK for the bulky, and by normally the only time I ever bought bulky at a festival over to Kim because she has the exact yardage
that you need for your baby
sweaters for the baby sweaters and things like that.
Just marking my tea.
Okay, so that's this.
Okay.
And this bag is a another Knitting's My Bag Lois. I don't think she's making bags anymore. As far as I know, she hasn't started up again. So
I think we would have heard if she had.
Yeah,
she was really popular when she was doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so my final project that I worked on this a little bit on Sunday. In my Franciscan Gypsy fun bag. Is my Colorworks sheepy hat.
I keep forgetting that you have more than one of those because I thought you finished that.
Now the other one was one that was basically, it wasn't called the bobble.
It looked like it,
but if you look at it, the chart is like almost exactly the same.
Well, I guess there's only so much you can do if you can do the sheep like that.
Yeah. Whoever did it was definitely trying to copy the bobble. But this one I love.
So cute.
The sheep are really cute. There's actually a matching cowl.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
Oh, how fun. Is it in the round or is it...
It's in the round. So at some point I'm going to have to knit the cowl. Although I'm not sure if I can get this color again. I could probably get something similar.
What is it? What yarn is it?
I'm not sure. It has bamboo in it.
Oh, I love bamboo. I like dyeing bamboo.
I don't think I even purchased this yarn. I think someone gave it to me. Frog Tree. I probably could get this again. Frog Tree, Petaboo, Sport Tonal. Yeah, it's
you might be able to get it.
Color is 1401.
You might be able to get it again.
So, because I kind of feel like
even if match,
I would want it to match.
Yeah. I would even get the natural from them again too, because that way it'll match.
This is Miss Babs Natural.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know we'll get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. In what Yowza?
Probably, yeah. So,
I like having natural too in my
yes,
in my
I do
set.
as well.
Well, especially if it's super wash because I'm buying from whatever.
Yeah.
I can dye it up if I want to.
So I'm going to have to, I think, when I get done with this, I I always like to have a color of cat on the needles. I'll probably have to cast on the matching cowl.
Is it a long cowl?
It's...
Did you say you don't like these?
It probably wouldn't be for me, honestly. I just want to knit it.
Oh, right. Mm.
Then
it doesn't matter if it matches.
But it would, because you have to give it. You have to have it as a set.
I thought you were going to keep the hat.
No, I just want to knit it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I may not actually keep this. I just want to knit it.
Nice hat.
Because I thought the sheep are really cute.
They are cute.
That's really the only reason why I want to knit it, because the sheep are so cute. I mean, look at their faces.
Bah, I am you.
And she did her version on the pattern with a red background.
Oh, did she?
It was very striking.
I like this one. It'd be great with a royal blue background.
Mm.
Be very wintry.
Yes. So I think that is super cute.
Nice.
And I think what I like about most of the sheep hats have a certain look to it. This one's kind of unique.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it has more detail or something to it.
Their faces are just really cute.
Because the other ones tend to be a little less defined or something.
Yes. Yes. This one is just really super cute.
An artist might have done this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean that fiber artists are artists, but I mean someone who actually draws artists. Because
they just have little expressions on their little sheepy faces. It's really adorable. So, I'm at the point where I'm just doing the little bit of patterning on the top as you close the hat. So, a lot of fun. We're super cute.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I don't have any more of that. I have an FO, but so do you, and I think mine should go first.
Okay. How did I end up going last?
It's nothing. Huh?
How did I end up going last?
I don't know. Because I started with 2, 2, 2.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
In my little Silver Shed USA Caterpillar bookworm bag, love Anne, is my finished tangerine baby hat.
Keep it out because then my next one can wear it.
Okay. So that's done. I have to take a picture of it so I can post it, but...
And in my Fun in the Woman Cave, my fun bag, I finished Nightwing the Bunny.
Cute.
All undone yarn, except for the whites.
Except for the hat.
Except for the hat.
Gangsta Bunny.
Yo-yo.
Yo-yo in the house. I did not say that, and I will never say that again.
If he could, like, do a thumbs up, he probably would. But because he is just way too cool for all of y'all.
He's too cool for himself.
Too cool for school.
Too cool for his little baby self. His bunny self.
There we go. We have to have it slouch.
There we go. There.
There we go. Look at that. He is just one hip bunny.
He is. But he's not a ninja anymore.
Well, he never was a ninja.
Well, Nightwing is supposed to be a ninja.
That's true.
Sort of.
Well, he basically is. So, yes. That is actually really adorable. Here's your hat back.
Actually, this hat, if you want to keep it, I'm not really happy the way it turned out.
Oh, why not?
It's got, the stitches are uneven.
I don't think
here,
so.
Here.
I think he'd be adorable on a baby.
Okay, well.
There we go. So he's going to go to work with me and join the other bunnies at work, including the pink bunny.
His yo-yo in the house self.
Yes, so...
Pink bunny's going to run for cover.
I think I attached his legs a little high, but sometimes I do that in an attempt to not make him stand up too high on his legs. Sometimes I put his legs up a little high, the bunny's legs up a little high, and then he ends up looking like he's about to stomp his foot.
Bunny stomp.
So he looks like he's about
Spoiled bunny stomp.
He looks like he's about to do a bunny stomp with this
Spoiled
leg
bunny
right
stomp.
here.
Spoiled bunny stomp.
He's Thumper. And I chose an off-white for this.
Yeah. Well, white would have been too
Stark. So
okay.
got him finished.
All right, let me see here. Do you have any royalties?
Yes. We have one together.
Yeah. Now, you guys know that we're involved with the Daughters of St. Paul, and that Talia is an Annunciationist, and I am a Holy Family Institute person. This has to do with that. One of the sisters wrote a book. Well, she wrote a devotional, and she put together a journal, and we're going to start with this during Lent, most likely. There's something called Memento Mori, which is remember death. And it may sound kind of morbid, but it actually isn't. It's so that you live your life the best way you can, the way God wants you to live it, so that at the end, when you die, you go to the place you want to go, which is, heaven. So it's just, so this is what we got. And the devotional the devotional that goes with the journal will be coming in February. But, so this is the journal. We haven't opened it yet.
No, because we don't want to mess with the pages. And I didn't pull my little thing.
And then she sent us a little card with a little handwritten note inside. I don't think she's done all of these. I think she probably did one. I think she actually wrote it, but then they copied it because it would take a lot for her to do this. So there's a prayer quote in here.
Let me see that.
And then the sticker. Look at this, Heidi. Undead yarn. Undead Heidi. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do with this Memento Mori, but
She put hers on a mug.
oh, did she?
The sister, yeah. And the quote is, "Be ready at the hour of death. We can do nothing. What is then done is done."
And that's
Saint Alphonsus.
Saint Alphonsus of Liguori. And then the other one she has, "To live as Christ, to die as gain," and that's Philippians. So we want to share this with you because it's kind of cool. I don't usually go in for the skulls and things, but this has a special meaning for us. So we'll start with this in Lent. And Lent, for those of you who are unfamiliar, is the period before Easter. 40 days before Easter when we prepare. So.
And I got some purple packages.
I have to order some more purple packages. Did you order one separate tea?
This is the tea club.
Oh, the tea club. Oh, yeah, you did the one at a time now.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to getting the big.
Yeah, no, it's just the one at a time now. Andy is founder and creator, so there's Andy that we always talk about.
He's awesome. He lets me dye up a Plum Deluxe colorway every year and put it on his Facebook.
And the tea, if you are a member of the club and you get the decaf tea, look away briefly because I'm going to be spoiling. My little...
He said that they're different, though. They're not always the same.
Oh, okay. Let me see, feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
I
think that's what he said.
This one's a good one. This is one of the first ones I tried for him. Oregon Breakfast Decaf Tea. Smell that. Honeybush tea, orange peels, hazelnut essence, love and gratitude. And way back when, this is one of the first teas I tried for him. And then I need to try this one. This is my tea of the month. Ginger Apricot Blend Herbal Tea.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Put some pep in your step and warmth in your heart. Honeybush tea, apricots, ginger pieces, apple pieces, marigold, apricot essence, love, gratitude, no caffeine. So that's my tea of the month in my little baby purple package. Because I'm drinking more tea now. Still mostly decaf or low calf. But I'm drinking some at work.
And so you drink some in the morning?
And I drink some in the morning, so I'm going to make it through my tea more. Oops, that one's, these two went in here. And then my big one, I just was stocking up on some teas. I need to go through my caffeinated ones and let you take a look at them.
You bought more even with the other thing?
Well, it was before.
You have no self-control. None.
He sent me a little note. Welcome back.
Because they know people.
They know people.
They absolutely do. They have the best customer service ever.
Because he remembers when I had to stop because I was having health issues and wasn't sure I could handle having a subscription. I mean, I'm still having health issues, but I'm working again.
He is awesome. The whole group is awesome. And if you don't do Plum Deluxe and you're looking for a place to do tea, you should really try them.
Yes.
And no, we do not get paid.
Nope. One of my new coworkers, she works at one of the other clinics. When she was helping orient me, she tried some of my tea, and in an email she's like, "Man, I miss that tea." So I'm hoping she'll pick some up. This little one is vanilla latte tea. The comfort food of tea lovers. A delightful balance of sweet and spice.
Andy likes vanilla because I was talking to him about something in the, I think when I was talking about the yarn for this year, and he said that he loves vanilla. Oh, I know. I told him that the one I'm drinking today, the Stargazer, was one of my new favorites. And he was talking about he likes anything with vanilla in it.
This is black tea, honey bush tea, ground cardamom, vanilla essence, love, and gratitude.
Vanilla?
Vanilla essence.
Vanilla? Give me that.
Hey, give back.
No.
And also, I have traditional mulling spices. Orange peel, cinnamon, clove, allspice. And use half a bag for a bottle of wine or 1 to 2 quarts of cider. Simmer 20 minutes before serving.
We're thinking cider.
Yeah, I've never used mulling spices.
I think I've had it once. That sounds good. I'm looking at it.
Okay. So then I also got the tea that I tried, thank you, today for the first time. The Easy Like Sunday Morning herbal tea. I think that one will probably stay here and not go to work because then I can have it for Sunday morning. And no obligations decaf black tea.
I think I have some of that.
Rubio's tea, cinnamon, orange peel, cocoa nibs, calendula, hazelnut, almond, vanilla essences.
That's the one I thought about trying. That one and the autumn to help me with the cold.
Love and gratitude.
I'm going to have to try this one. I do have this one. Thank you.
Hey.
What?
You said you have it.
Mine.
Gush.
Mine.
Gush, gush, gush,
Gush,
gush,
gush, gush. You're
gush,
doing
gush.
it wrong. Gush, gush, gush.
I'm doing it right. Gush,
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 gush.
gush.
Cajun.
Rockets.
Peach Bellini herbal tea. Sip and have some fun. Rubio's tea, apple pieces, apricot pieces, strawberry pieces, mango pieces, orange peel, pineapple pieces, rose petals, peach papaya essence, love and gratitude, no caffeine.
That sounds almost like a summer tea, though.
It does almost sound like a summer tea.
Or spring tea. That sounds good.
Daily Love herbal tea. Treat yourself to some loving kindness. Holy basil. I'm having a saint.
Holy basil. Saint Basil?
I guess so. So, holy basil, in parentheses, Tulsi, green rubios, sea buckthorn berry, apple pieces, orange peel, calendula, peach/strawberry essence, love and gratitude, no caffeine.
Peach and strawberry. That's an interesting combination.
I think it'll be a very gentle tea.
I like peach in my tea, and apricot's good. Mango's good.
These next two, I love chamomile. These next two have chamomile in it.
Make me sleepy.
I love chamomile.
Chamomile's good.
Calm chamomile bloom herbal tea. A fun floral blend to help you unwind. It's got green rubies, chamomile, rose, lavender, lemongrass, lemon balm, love and gratitude, no caffeine.
That's a bit packed, that one.
Yes, they did.
Boy, oh boy.
And then this one, you can always tell the ones that have lemongrass in it.
Yeah.
Cozy Tranquil Dream Herbal Tea. And I don't just drink these at night. I actually drink these in the morning. Or whenever I feel like it. Because I really do like chamomile a lot.
You just drink tea whenever you want to drink it.
Yeah.
I mean,
but a lot of people think of chamomile just for nighttime.
Well, I think people who do drink it, they do drink it to help them sleep, but that doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah. Cozy Tranquil Dream Herbal Tea. Find yourself in a restful place. It has rose hips, orange peel, chamomile, lemongrass, hibiscus, spearmint, no caffeine.
These teas always brew up so pretty, different colors.
They do.
Yeah, they're very pretty. Yes, we are big Plum Deluxe fans.
So,
okay.
And I have the Advent calendar coming. It will arrive after Thanksgiving.
Yes, because she has no elf control.
I've wanted it for a while.
No elf control.
I
cannot justify getting that to my husband.
So, when that comes in, you won't be able to see all the teas that are in that because I'm going to open it each day. I might have to do an Instagram post every day.
It's I think it's what, the 1 ounce, like the one that you just put 1 cup in each.
I think so.
Yeah, because that would make sense.
I'm not really sure.
That makes sense. I mean, you know.
It could be actually.
Well, when you think about, I don't think it would be a full one because that would nobody would buy any more tea afterward. I mean, I think it's to get a taste of everything.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll
because they also do, if I read correctly, not just the tea, but like little things.
Right.
So that would make sense to me. That 1 ounce, 1 ounce, 1 ounce.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to
see.
see. I'll have to Instagram my Advent calendar
very
journey.
fun.
So I'm really excited about it.
Okay, let's see.
And it's 25 days, so I won't be able to start it till December, even though it rides on Thanksgiving.
Unless you do it through the 24th, and then have Christmas,
Right.
Yeah, I always wondered about I know the Advent calendars go through the 25th, and you have the big whatever, but I always wondered if the smaller things would all just be through the 24th, but that makes sense. 1 to 25.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you do anything else to share for your author obsessions?
With the chronic disease symposium, I took R2 with me.
That's her rollator.
Had to stomp on my pride a little bit and grind it into the ground for that, but it was good to have it. I was able to enjoy it. It made it so that way when I was lightheaded and having to be in line for food, or they would educate us on certain vendors would talk about their drugs, and you had to get signed off on having listened to their talk in order to be drawn for a grand prize.
What was the grand prize?
I can't remember now. I didn't win it.
Well, I know you didn't, but because you didn't bring it home. So.
Yeah, but I can't remember now what it was.
Unless it was like a gift card to an Olive Garden or something.
Yeah. So being able to sit when there was that huge press of people was useful, and being able to sit when getting drinks or gathering my food, or even just being able to put my knee on something was useful. So sometimes stomping on the pride is a good thing.
Yeah, it's hard for her, but I'm glad she did it.
Especially since when you work in healthcare in the same area for 9 years, a lot of these events, you run into a ton of people that you know from old jobs. I ran into people from my very first job. I ran into people from my job that I just had to quit. Both ones that were still there and ones who had left prior to me. So I probably ran into, easily could have been 10 or more people that I talked to that I had known from previous jobs, let alone people that I saw at a glance that I knew from other jobs. Right. So, I mean, you come to these things often enough, you're going to run into it. So it's strangely enough, it's less intimidating to bring it somewhere where I don't know the people.
Although you did find the Fiber Festival.
But the Fiber Festival is different.
Why?
Because...
Well, I guess because they saw you,
Because I didn't know as many of these people.
We ran into quite a few people.
We ran into people that we knew, but...
Excuse me.
They weren't people I'd known professionally, and it's somehow different doing it in your hometown or among people that you've known professionally. It's, I don't know why it's so different. It's just, even though you're dealing with healthcare people, and healthcare people are going to be understanding, there's always that moment of, what are they going to think?
Who cares what they think?
It doesn't matter that I say in my head who cares what they think. Obviously...
That's what you always tell me. Who cares what they think?
Obviously, I care what they think in spite of not wanting to care what they think.
Well, this is quite apparent.
But after I got through the initial try not to look at anyone when I walked in, I was okay. And honestly, it was used as anytime someone asked me what happened, I was able to educate a bit on POTS, which is good.
Okay, I want to thank the people who... I put up some of my yarn in the shop. Actually, I had a couple of things sell before I had a chance to post them, so I was really happy. Thank you very much. I still have a couple of other skeins to put up from the last time I showed you yarn. I finally got pictures because it's taken me so long because the weather has been so bad I couldn't get good lighting to take pictures. So I hope to post the rest of those in the next few days. And I thank very much the people who already bought yarn without, they just from what they saw on the podcast. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh, I forgot the other stash enhancement. Keep talking.
Okay, go ahead. Hurry up.
It actually relates to it.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Let me just finish what I was going to say, though. The I'm probably will be a little light both on dyeing yarn and on projects because I have to start getting ready for Thanksgiving. And I also am in the process of doing an indie dyer mini skein swap that I was very honored to be tagged for. So I'm in the middle of doing that. So you might see a little bit less from me. We will be podcasting, as far as I know, this coming Saturday, but probably not the Saturday after Thanksgiving, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
You're right. So, and then the following week after that, we are looking to probably podcast Saturday afternoon, so the podcast might be up a little later.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Well, I purchased some for Mom. I've forgotten to bring this up. And I already know what I'm going to make with this. Another reason why I wanted to finish the bunny. So, I purchased DK Weights. Makes me happy. This is going to be a Terra. It's going to be in my office.
You going to give that one away?
No. I'm thinking I want this purple in the undershell.
Mm-hmm.
And this green for the face.
Wait, this or this? This or the purple? The pink or the... That's
this.
fuchsia.
Okay, I want the fuchsia for the undershell. And this green for the face.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with the shell. That gives you a little time, but that's what I want. Because I was looking at it, I don't have anything in my stash that matches this well enough. So,
that shouldn't be a problem.
This will be really awesome. She's going to be happy and colorful.
Your name her?
Felice? I don't know.
Please?
Felice.
Oh, Felice. Why Felice?
Happy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know. So.
I do like this color.
Hey! My turtle!
Yes, it is your turtle. I have one more of these left. I can make this again, so it's not a problem.
You just took my turtle from me.
Not yet.
You didn't take my turtle from me yet?
No, I haven't taken... There's no turtle here.
It's the concept of a turtle.
I like the way that turned out.
So it'll be a turtle to join all the bunnies in the 1 chameleon.
Yeah.
In my office.
Awesome. Very good.
So, and
you have enough for the Terra shell, though, right?
That's what I think we determined that.
Yeah, I think we did.
So her way I plan to have her is I have a shelf and her head is going to be hanging down in her flippers.
Well, you see Terra here. You can see how she's kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when we first finished Terra, I kept going like this and, cheerleading and all that because...
Well, she's a fun toy to play with.
She is.
She's just one of my more flexible toys. I don't have a lot that are like that.
Yeah.
And you just want to go, yay!
She's so much fun. I hug her a lot. My Terra. I'm making another one too.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't done much with her.
I've been wanting to make another Terra for a while because she is one of my favorite ones to play with. Even though I don't mess with my current one as much as I used to.
Don't you lay on a lot? She's kind of misshapen.
No, I don't lay on her.
Which is the one that got misshapen like that?
My two,
not the great big one, the smaller one.
Both of my two Timmies. I have the ginormous bulky weight Timmy, and then the one that's really misshapen is my orange Timmy because I sleep with that one.
Yeah. It's got like somebody almost ran over him or something. The poor shell.
Well, it's because I sleep with him. And what happens is when I get a little bit of chest discomfort, I'll put him right there.
Right. Well, he's loved.
Mm-hmm.
I did some writing to the story and some reading and all that kind of stuff. Actually, I did quite a bit of writing to the story, so that's good. I am making my way through Wounded Shadow by Patrick Carr, which I'm absolutely loving the book. I keep going back because I don't want it to finish just yet. And I'm about a third of the way through it because I just don't want to finish it.
I've been listening to Poirot audiobooks. Because it's a conversation we're having on Plum Deluxe group. I listened to Cards on the Table, which is one of my favorites. Don't just watch the BBC version.
They changed it.
They changed the story. The book is excellent. And
although I do love Mrs. Oliver in there.
Well, Mrs. Oliver is amazing.
I love Mrs. Oliver. She's much
just
fun.
hilarious.
She is.
Well, then I went from that.
Well, the actress is hysterical. I mean, she just gets that look on her face. Well,
I've actually never seen her.
You've got to see her.
Because I have a mental image of Mrs. Oliver in my head.
Because I don't. She's...
I've heard other people say she's very good.
She is. She's amazing. I mean...
Because because I've read the book since high school. Pre-high school.
Well, I didn't read Mrs. Oliver till later. In fact, I think I read part of the one, Bobbing for Apples or whatever it's called.
That's Halloween.
Yeah.
And I've just finished that one.
That's the only thing I have read something by her. No, I saw that. I like her because the actress, to me, I don't know what Mrs. Oliver actually is because I haven't read enough of her because I read mostly Poirot itself. But she's really kind of she's kind of a quirky individial.
Well, the character is a quirky individual.
And she's just, and her apples notwithstanding, just the way she, I still see, because she's got these apples and Poirot looks at the apple, she's got a bite out of it, and he turns it around just so or something, or puts it on something and turns it just so.
Hey, that wasn't in the book. They added that.
That was funny though. That is definitely Poirot.
Oh, I mean, it's definitely something.
Anyone who say it's entirely the wrong shape is But sorry, we digress. We love Poirot.
I finished the Halloween one with her. I can't remember what the original name was because I'm pulling a comic name out of my head, which is Long Halloween, which is Batman comic. Yeah. So I can't remember what the actual name.
I thought it was Bobbing for Apples.
No, it's Halloween in the title. Yeah. And I've started The Clocks, which is another Agatha Christie. She has two characters named Race, whose last name is Race. There's an older guy, Colonel Race, who's in Cards on the Table.
But he was younger in that.
Not in the books. In the books,
in the TV show, he was.
Yeah, in the books, he's Colonel Race. I almost feel like she might have changed her mind, like what she wanted Race to be.
Right.
Because Colonel Race in the books is like a Secret Service guy.
Oh, is he? Because this one was more of a soldier turned adventurer almost. No,
not the Colonel Race in the book in Cards on the Table. He is a Secret Service guy. He looks into one of the suspects because
So he wasn't a suspect?
No, Colonel Race was never a suspect.
But he was in the
I don't know about the TV show. There is an adventurer type guy who was a suspect.
Let me think. Who was the people who were in the Cards on the Table with Poirot? There was Poirot. There was Oliver. There was Inspector.
Superintendent Battle, who I love.
Yeah, and then the other guy,
Colonel Race.
Then who was the guy?
His name is like Desmond or Des something or other. On the other side, he is an adventurer, young guy.
But that wasn't the guy they had. They had somebody else in the movie. I haven't read the book, so
yeah. On the other side of things, in the book, you have the young girl.
Yeah.
The older lady. Yeah. The doctor.
Yes.
And then the adventurer.
Right,
type
and
guy.
that was Race in the movie.
Oh, well, then they changed things terribly.
I think that was Race. I have to go back and check. He was
a
military man. Because I think they had a military guy at the table in the other side. I have to go back and look. I think they had a military guy because he knew how upright this soldier was.
Race knew how upright the other guy, the adventurer guy, was.
But his name wasn't Des whatever you said, I don't think. Unless I'm mistaken. I could be mistaken.
In the book,
that's like a big change if it's in the movie.
I have a feeling that you might just be misremembering. It would be really weird for them to change.
It's been a while. It's been a while, but they changed some pretty substantial stuff in there.
But what I was trying to say was that Agatha Christie has two characters named Race, and I don't think they're related because the young guy Race never comes up again in the books. He comes up in Clocks, and then he doesn't come up again. Next time I see a character named Race is in Cards on the Table, and it's a different guy.
have to read Clocks. I don't think
Clocks is a good one. Poirot only shows up very briefly, I believe. Every once in a while there's a book that Poirot's in that he shows up just toward the end when he's being consulted. That one's like that, and Toward Zero is like that. And that's actually all on Superintendent Battle, who, he's an interesting character because they describe him as being like he's made from a block of wood. And people always assume that he's so stupid, but he's very intelligent. He just hides it behind a very impassive, he wants you to think he's stupid.
Well, that's like Columbo.
But he doesn't play it up like acting like an idiot.
He does it the other way. Columbo does it with the bumbling, that kind of thing. But what you're saying is this guy's just so...
Yeah, people just think that he's just not... Just maybe a little dim.
Missing something. Yeah.
And I've read 3 books of Battle in it. Cards on Table's the first one I saw him in. Towards Zero, which is focused on him. And then there's a third one, which I think it's 1-2 Buckle My Shoe.
That was interesting.
It might not have been 1-2 Buckle My Shoe. Oh, no. It was Cat Among the Pigeons. And it's one with his daughter in a boarding school. I've read too many of the books. Half of them I haven't seen in the TV show simply because I read these books starting before I was even a teenager.
Well, not all of them are in the TV shows. I mean,
no, he has done every single one of the books.
Well, I haven't seen all of them, and I've got the series.
No, he's done all the books because I remember him saying when he did Curtain that now he'd done all the books.
Right, I remember you saying that. But there are when I have the series, maybe they don't have them all out yet in DVD because I had the series and I haven't even heard of some of these unless they changed the titles.
They might have changed some of the titles, but he stated that and of course he might have been mistaken. I'm not sure if Towards Zero has ever been made. No, they might not have done the ones where Poirot only had a minor part, like maybe, Clocks or Towards Zero.
Yeah, because I haven't heard of this. And usually, if you're doing a Poirot show, you're going to have Poirot.
The ones with Poirot that are because there are a few where he only shows up towards the end.
Excuse me.
And Towards Zero and Clocks are the 2 big ones I think of for that. But Cat Among the Pigeons, he was in it throughout.
Right.
So I'm sure he must have done that one.
I'm sure he did.
But because I read the books before I was even in high school, that's when I started. I have a mental image of...
Well, Suchet is perfect for Poirot.
Suchet is perfect for Poirot, but I don't generally watch the ones that are based off of the books. I actually prefer watching the shows that he does that are more original.
Right. Well,
there are ones that he's done that are original, simply because when they change details, I catch it, because I read the books for so long.
All right. Well, that was a very long, drawn out...
Oh, my last little thing, not about Poirot, is I've started, I spend a lot of time watching Home Free over,
That's a group.
It's a group. It's an a cappella country group.
They're really good.
They're really good. So I spent some time vegging and watching their music videos and stuff.
They're fun.
They said that they have another one coming out soon.
Do they? Mm-hmm. They should be doing a Christmas one pretty soon.
They should be.
Yeah.
And their Christmas ones are beautiful. Yeah. They have really nice harmonies.
They do, and the one with the girl.
Pentatonics.
Pentatonics.
I don't like Pentatonics quite as much as I like Home Free.
No, I don't either.
And the funny thing is, a lot of times when they change a member, it changes the group. But Home Free, I actually like their new member. They're newer. They added a baritone.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've seen anything of theirs since they added the member.
No, you.
I might have heard it, but I don't.
You've heard it, but you haven't seen it. He's got short hair, and he's got a beard.
Maybe I have seen him.
Nice clean guy.
I might have thought that he was somebody else cleaned up.
You might have, because one of the brothers left.
Oh, okay.
Not the beatboxer, but the beatboxer's brother.
Mm-hmm.
And this other guy is a good add-on. He's got a really nice voice. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times groups don't really hold up very well if one of the founding members left, and the brothers founded the group together, and the other guys joined. Mm-hmm. So
they're good.
They've actually held up really well.
What was it they sang that? Devil Goes Down to Georgia. Oh, they do a great version.
They did a very good version of that.
Okay.
Well, their beatboxer is very good. him and their bass together do a really good job of making you think that there's actually instruments going on. They're just really talented.
Okay. I forgot to do knitting ephemera last time. I don't remember what I was going to do. Let me see. Was it Shep Trekking?
Here, let me take a look.
I think it was the Shep
I
Trekking.
remember what it was.
Was this one?
Yes.
Okay, so from the Knitting Ephemera, this book that Laura Smoot gave to me to pass on later when we're done has been well used and well loved. Okay, visitors to Wales can participate in an activity called sheep trekking. Participants select one of the specially trained Jacob sheep and lead it on a leash for a 2.5-hour hike toward the Black Mountains. The sheep are outfitted with special halters that allow them to carry a light lunch.
I think that would be so much fun.
It would be. I'm just worried about the people, like a certain character we have, who would think that that was the lunch at the end. Okay. Fresh mutton. Bad me. Bad.
That's like...
Well, it's like
Abraham and Isaac, like making your sheep carry your stuff and then eating it.
Well, to me, I always remember going to Maryland Sheep and Wool the first time, and we're there, and they've got all these sheep, and they're selling mutton. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, it makes me think we were watching, what was it, Furry Vengeance or whatever, and she's like, they can don't eat the turkey in front of him. Turkey bacon in front of him. He can't tell the difference. Yes, he can. It was actually kind of a dumb movie, but
that's fun though.
A little bit too slapsticky for my liking.
Miley Cyrus.
That was funny, but
every time, well, he only said it actually once, I think, but it's the thing that sticks out in the movie for everybody is that something happens to him.
He almost gets killed by a rock coming down in front of him.
Right, and it kind of just this screech, and it's like, Miley Cyrus! And I'm like, where did that come from?
Instead of like swearing or something, Brendan Fraser screams Miley Cyrus.
I love Brendan Fraser. I miss him acting, but okay. The other thing I want to say is there's a little, kind of like a little verse here. It's by William Blake. It says, "Little lamb, who made thee? Dost thou know who made thee? Gave thee life and bid thee feed by the stream and o'er the mead. Gave thee clothing of delight, softest clothing, woolly bright," which I thought was really kind of a nice way to describe a little sheep instead of dinner. So we are planning, as far as I can tell, next week is the 17th. So we are planning on podcasting next week. The following weekend we will not, because my parents will be here for Thanksgiving, and they're actually staying an extra day, and we're not going to waste the time. Waste in quotes the time with them. Podcasting. We will,
not that we don't enjoy podcasting, but I know personally I don't get to see them a whole lot.
Yeah, we don't get to see them a whole lot, and by wasting time I mean not taking advantage of the time that we have.
Well, to ask them to stay extra and then not spend the time with them.
Yes, so that would be wasting the opportunity to be with them.
There we go.
Is what I'm saying. And then, like I said, the fall.
You want a shovel?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm doing very well without one.
Just with your mouth? Okay.
Yeah. And then the other one, the weekend following the December 1st one, we are going to a Advent
day retreat.
Was a half day of retreat.
Yeah.
So we are most likely, all things working out, we will podcast in the afternoon.
I stayed up all during my conference. I was so proud of myself.
Oh, good for you. I saw you on Facebook.
I wasn't on Facebook until I got home.
No, you posted something that you were friends, because you weren't home yet. And
I was outside the house.
Oh, okay. I don't think it was that late.
Yeah, it was. I didn't get on Facebook until later.
Okay, well, it didn't seem like it was that late, because I was sitting here wondering where you were.
No, I didn't get on till later, because I didn't want to use up my battery, because we weren't near a plug.
Yeah. Well, in any event, we do want to thank our commenters on YouTube. Kathy, Katie, Sue, Kim, Elenis Crafts, Joan, Nitty Girl 1, Pat, Brittany, and Christina for your comments on YouTube. I think I answered all of them, and we want to thank all our commenters on Ravelry as well. We, I thought I answered some of them, but I'm not sure. It's been a very, very busy week. I'm not sure where all the time goes. So,
my work eats my time.
Yeah, you have work, and I had a lot that I had to be doing this week, and I'm not sure what it was. I had my car back. I was trying to catch up with things, and so yeah, I'm not sure what the excuse is. That's just whatever it was. So we hope to see you back here, unless you have something to say.
No.
We thank you for coming to visit with us, and we hope that you have a week full of knitting, crocheting, whatever it is that makes you feel happy, and that you get a jump start on your Thanksgiving. If you're celebrating Thanksgiving in the next couple of weeks, stop that. We wish you every good thing, and we hope to see you back here in the Woman Cave for the fun in the Woman Cave. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode, what, 331? And that's a wrap.
Bye.